Before the awards, before the fame, before the world knew her name, there was a teenage girl in New York who had almost every reason to give up. No diploma, no money, a baby to raise, and a past filled with mistakes most people never recover from. Yet somehow, that same girl would grow up to win the Oscar, Grammy, Tony, and Emmy, a rare achievement known as the EGOT. So how does someone start at the bottom of the world and end up standing at the very top? Her name wasn't even Whoopi Goldberg at first. She was born Karen Elaine Johnson on November 13, 1955, in Manhattan, New York. Life began in a cramped apartment in public housing after her father left when she was young. Her mother, Emma Johnson, worked multiple jobs just to keep the lights on. Money was scarce, but imagination wasn't. Emma made sure her children read books, watched plays, and believed that poverty did not define their future. Still, Karen struggled in school. Dyslexia made reading difficult, and in classrooms that didn't understand learning differences, teachers often assumed she simply wasn't trying. Eventually, she dropped out of high school. For many young people, that moment becomes the end of the road. For her, it became the beginning of a much harder journey. As a teenager, she fell into heroin addiction, a brutal spiral that could have erased her future completely. At 17, she gave birth to her daughter, Alexandria, in 1973, while still fighting to rebuild her life. Imagine that pressure for a moment. A young mother with no degree, no career, and a past that many people would never forgive. But Karen refused to disappear. She took whatever work she could find, cleaning houses, working in construction, even preparing bodies in a mortuary. None of it was glamorous. Yet every job carried the same lesson her mother had taught her. Dignity doesn't come from the job you do, it comes from how you do it. During those years, one dream quietly refused to die: acting. In the late 1970s, she moved to California and began performing in experimental theater groups. No spotlight, no fame, just small audiences and raw performances where she created entire characters alone on stage. It was strange, bold, and completely different from anything Broadway had seen. Then one night in 1983, legendary director Mike Nichols attended one of those performances. He recognized something extraordinary. Soon after, her one-woman show opened on Broadway in 1984, running 156 performances and winning her a Grammy Award for the cast recording. Hollywood finally noticed. Just a year later, director Steven Spielberg cast her in The Color Purple in 1985. Her powerful performance earned an Academy Award nomination at age 30. But the real breakthrough came in 1990 with the film Ghost. Playing the unforgettable Oda Mae Brown, she delivered a performance so brilliant that it earned her the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. Suddenly, the woman who once struggled to feed her daughter had become one of the most recognizable entertainers in the world. Over the years, she starred in beloved films like Sister Act, co-founded Comic Relief with Robin Williams and Billy Crystal, and later became a powerful voice on television through The View, which she joined in 2007. Along the way, she completed the rare EGOT, joining one of the most exclusive groups in entertainment history. But life never became perfect. She faced controversies, health scares, and in 2019, a life-threatening battle with pneumonia and sepsis that nearly ended everything. Yet she survived again. And maybe that's the real story here. Not just awards, not just fame, but resilience. Because Whoopi Goldberg's life proves something simple and powerful. The world may close doors, but the people who refuse to stop knocking eventually build their own entrance.